name is Svila Becken, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And if you subscribe, I'm so thrilled to be able to make this announcement to say, if you're subscribed, can you please make sure you're still subscribed? Because a bunch of subscribers just vanished this morning. I figured, I had years away from that happening. YouTube unsubscribing you. I had 400 subscribers, and a bunch of them are gone. Go figure. So if you're subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, can you subscribe? Please, please, please. That makes my life so much freaking better. Thank you very much. And if you like independent voices here on YouTube, the only way that we can do that is if you support us. And all you have to do to support us, hit that subscribe button. You're going to hit the like button as well. That's really nice. And the share button is fan-dabby double dozy. I give stuff away on my channel every week because really, I am so genuinely appreciative that people watch my videos. It's really nice. So I would like to share my appreciation. This is a Better Call Saul video. So these things are going to be given away in the next few weeks. But so that'll probably be of more interest to you. It's Breaking Bad seasons 2 and 3 on Blu-ray. And but this week I'm giving away Doctor Who. Where is it? Doctor Who season 3. If you've never seen Doctor Who, it's a good season to start with. I really enjoyable. David Tennant, what's the name? Freema, Agyeman, Martha Jones season. Fantastic season TV. All you need to do to win is subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, and make sure you're still subscribed. And leave the hashtag #VoteSaxon. Vote Saxon. That will be in the video notes. Also in the video notes, a weird little objet d'art, because I don't like it that only one person wins when I do a giveaway. So I want to make sure I have something to give you all. In the video notes there is a download link for a 1980s Doctor Who story on audio made by fans who then went on to become people making Doctor Who today. Audio visuals. They became a company called Big Finish. Really fun story. Again, go ahead, download it. If you've got a car drive, you might enjoy it. It's a little bit clunky, a little bit dated, but I'd be honest with you, I really enjoy it. Anyway, that's all the show notes. So again, hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. I've been watching Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul is back, and I am so freaking happy it's back. How long has it been? It seems like it's been a long time. Even though we got that Breaking Bad hit at the December, the El Camino movie, which I thought was pretty good. The only thing really bad about it is the white supremacist guy, the kid who kept what's his name, prisoner. He's clearly aged quite a lot and eaten quite a few pies. So it didn't really work. But look, far be it from me to cast aspersion or wig a fat finger at people. I'm not so svelte myself. I'm a little bit on the rotund side. So I'm not going to poke fun at whatever his name is. Anyway, Better Call Saul. Really glad it's back because I feel like Breaking Bad's back. From these first 2 episodes, I feel like we're at the level of Breaking Bad when it was at its best. Seasons 2 and 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's when Breaking Bad was really fantastic. When it had this incredible tension, they ratcheted it up that made you you can't wait to get to the next episode. Yeah, so that's where I think we are. I think it looks like this is going to be by far the best season. And again, we're on classic Breaking Bad territory now. So we open up every season with a black and white. Is it a flash forward? I don't know how you would say it. I think it's present day. Or it might be, 2015, 2016. It might be right after Breaking Bad finished. But for my own intents and purposes, I call it present day. We see Saul, Jimmy, whatever you want to call him, where he is now. And he's managing the Cinnabon. And this incredible paranoia that runs through every part of his life where he tries to avoid being found. And, thrown into prison or murdered or whatever. So, he goes to all these extreme lengths when when he comes close to being caught. He stakes himself out for a few days. He hides in his car. And, you just see this, again, ratcheted paranoia going up and up and up. And eventually he's like, okay, fine. He goes back to his life. And boom, right there, a guy walks up and said, hey, I know you. You're Saul. Better Call Saul. And, so he's totally freaked out. He's talking about going back to the vacuum cleaner sales guy, the vacuum cleaner salesman guy who smuggles you off to different, gives you a new identity. And he's thinking about, he wants to get him to take him somewhere else because he thinks he's been made. And then at the end he says, no, I'm going to take care of it myself. So I'm really hoping this is going to be the end game for this series. We're on season 5 now. Season 6 is going to be the final season. I'm really hoping that these black and white bits in the beginning of the season will become the main story, and the 2000 the pre 2005 story, they kind of merge into one, and we get an ultimate ending for the character, which I really think we need at the end of this series. I don't, I think being open ended. It seems like we need like some completion, with this character, because we've really seen where he came from, how he became who he was, and I think it'd be like so weird to not know where he went. I think that where he went has got to be really tied into who he was, and this pre 2005 story. So that's where I hope season 6 is going to go. I doubt we're going to see much more of it in season. Maybe we'll see a little bit more in the last episode. Fine. So we when we get back into the main time zone, was it 2004? I think we're at, 2004. Kim has just got Jimmy's license reinstated, and she's and like instantly he turns into Saul. He becomes like this grifting con man, and she is like being torn apart by it. She can't stand it, and she the tragedy is, this relationship is heading for the rocks. This relationship is going to break apart because she wasn't there at the beginning of Breaking Bad. So something bad is going to happen. I also assumed that she was going to be killed and her death would turn Jimmy into Saul. But no, guess not. So okay, so the thing that is driving that storyline, which is great, is Kim. Kim finds that Jimmy's grifting, his con man, is very seductive. That whole lifestyle is very seductive, and she likes it, and she hates it. She hates herself for being involved in it, but she likes it so much, so she doesn't know what to do. I think this is really illustrated at the scene at the end of the first episode when she's got a client who should be taking a plea bargain, but he's not taking it, and so Jimmy says, we need to con them into it, and she's like, no, it's completely unethical. We are not going to do that under any circumstances. So fine, he leaves. And then she goes and just does that. And again, you can see this inner conflict and how much she hates herself for doing it and how much she enjoys it. So I think that's probably what's going to be tearing them apart. It's really sad because Jimmy's all on board for them living happily ever after, getting a house together. And it's kind of heartbreaking to seeing it go downhill. But you knew it was going to happen. Yeah, I think that's the whole point of the series. It's like going to the Titanic movie, was it? And being sad the ship sank. That's why we're here. But the main story this year is the Gus Fring, Lalo, Salamanca, and the Nacho storyline. That whole thing, that's coming into the fore, at least in these opening 2 episodes. And I really like the way that Lalo, who was introduced at the end of season 4, they're really building him up into be a real credible threat and adversary for Gus Fring. Gus Fring was this unstoppable force of nature. There's unstoppable, insanely intelligent force. So they're making Lalo being an equal opposite to him, and he's on to Gus. He knows Gus has got something going on. He's managed to track Mike, and it looks like he's a match for both Gus and Mike together. Which again, fantastic idea. I love the way they're building it up. Now Mike, on the other hand, Mike is really, really pissed at Gus because he had to kill the German architect builder guy, and he feels terrible about it. And again, we have a fantastic Mike scene when he's babysitting his granddaughter, and she's asking about everything about his father, and and you just see the weight of guilt and responsibility pile on his shoulders, at the same time as the guilt and responsibility of killing what's his name, Hans Werner. I can't remember what his name was. And it totally ties into episode 6 of season 1, where you get to see Mike's backstory, and that was probably one of the best episodes, one of the best hours of TV I've seen. Fantastic. I don't know why you would be watching this video if you're not into Better Call Saul, but that's really one of the best hours of TV. I think you can watch it independently without knowing anything else and just be blown away by it. It's really fantastic. But yeah, so you got this whole thing where because he got his. Essentially, he wasn't able to protect his son from the corruption and when he was a cop, and that's eventually how his son got himself killed. They were worried about him not taking bribes. They thought he was too straight. So he's doing this project with his granddaughter. She keeps asking about her father, and he just snaps, and he's like, it wasn't just a quick snap. This was a snap that lasts for hours and hours. She runs to a room, and hours later he leaves all pissed off. and you know how important that relationship is to him, and so you see, you see like the pressure causing him to like crack apart a little bit, which that's what Breaking Bad and the Breaking Bad universe does so incredibly well. I'm so glad we're back to that. Something else the Breaking Bad universe does really well is gives you incredible insight into the crystal meth junkie world. I love this. They have these whole scenes of like how people go and buy crystal meth. They pay one guy and then have to go to a drain pipe to where somebody puts like the bags down. And then these guys hearing that Saul will give them 50% off because they're stupid, go on this complete bender, all this like mindless violence they do to like random people's property. And I've always wondered how these things happen, and now you see they're off their mind on crystal meth. So you have that, but where I think this season is really so far, again my 2 episodes, where I think this is really working, it's recreating that incredible paranoia from Breaking Bad that we had with Walter White is his life going to blow apart. This time it's transferred to Nacho, who is so incredibly conflicted. His father is really being threatened. Fantastic scene. I think beginning of the second episode, he's woken up, he's dragged out of his bedroom, and he's taken, and he think his father's going to be murdered, like assassinated in front of his eyes, and it's like it's all a setup from Gus. It's like Gus is saying, "You got to make yourself Lalo's number one guy, so you can give me intel on him, so you can be my spy on the inside." And that scene where where he's forced to watch the hitman goes into his father, hangs out with his father. You don't know he's going to pull a gun out and shoot in the back of his head. That is the world he lives in, because there is no like moral consequences for that at all. And that's really sold when after that scene finishes, when the hitman comes back in the car and just says, your father's a nice guy. Which again, just taking out any moral a consequence from murdering someone. It's breathtaking, wonderful, and terrifying. But again, my favorite part was really the minutiae of what it's like to be in the crystal meth world. When it kind of reminds me of The Wire, although I really got to go through The Wire. Maybe when HBO Max launches and comes to Israel, that's one of the first things I'll watch. But I love the whole bit where these junkies they go and buy their crystal meth and it gets caught in the pipe, so you've got to get the guy in charge of that crystal meth house to try and fix the pipe, and it's just like people being people doing an everyday job, trying to get an everyday job done, but it just happens to be selling crystal meth. Freaking fascinating. But this opens the door for Nacho to try and get on the inside with Lalo by sneaking. Again, fantastic scene, tons of tension where he breaks into the crystal meth house to rescue the product as the police are going in the other way. And it worked. I think what really works is it later on. Lalo intimates that the guy in charge of the crystal meth house, which is a family friend of Nacho's, needs to be killed, and he's like feeling Nacho out if he's going to do it, and Nacho's like, yeah, okay, I'll take care of it for you. Whoa, that guy is a tough guy. You don't want to mess with him at all. So fantastic. But what we're really watching the show for, what got us in the door, is we'd like to see Saul scheming and being a grifter, and being a good-hearted grifter, but still a grifter. So we see that a lot now. Like now he's back in practicing law. There's a great scene when he arranges for the elevator to break down with this DA, so he can work out a bunch of plea bargains for his client and get them knocked off really quickly. Again, I just like Saul being scuzzy Saul. I think that's why we all do. But this season, all the elements are really coming together well. I'm really impressed. Again, I think we're back up to classic Breaking Bad territory. I'm so excited for the rest of the season. I'm so excited to see season 6 as well. Let me know what you think. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What are your thoughts? Is there anything you would like me to cover? My name is Freema Beck, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And again, if you're subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, come on, guys, just hit the button. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic day.